one's safe. No one's safe. No one's safe. No one's safe.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the Jump Podcast, where no one up in here. I am your host, Jumpstart. And I want to thank everybody for all the support that I've been getting through the entire world. I appreciate it. And much, much love. So, this episode, okay, Hurt and Confusing in LA Part 2. You know, it's crazy what's going on today. But it's happening. And excuse me here, I'm just finishing my last little stuff here. Okay. Yeah, so we have a special guest also coming on the show. We've got multiple surprises and news and everything coming up in here. So here we go with my boy Nassif. What up, Nassif? What's going on, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing? How's everything?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Glad to have you on the show. You know, it's been a while since you've been on here and whatnot, but you're here, bro. You here, you know, and it's crazy what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying, with all the protesting and all the wars going on. We all know that Ukraine is fighting Russia. Israel is fighting Iran. It's just crazy. What do you think about that, bro?
Damn. I mean, I'm scared, man. You don't know World War III bust out, man. You just don't know.
We definitely don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely don't want that. But it's happening. That's the crazy thing. It's happening. So,
right.
Somebody's gotta have to put, the foot down. You know what I'm saying? And changing everything. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm just scared that United States
maybe
has to put the foot down.
I tell you. So we're gonna do some news right now before we start the show. In the news today, we got my man here, who's actually an NBA player from Oklahoma City Thunders. All right. So the other day he played a great game and he scored 40 points. And I love his outfit. He's matching to the T. He's got the man purse. He's got, the fly jeans and everything. But I've noticed something in this picture. he's got a Rough Rider vest, and I think it looks cool on him. I know a lot of people have their doubts and their opinions, but I think it's cool. He's putting Rough Riders on the map. That vest looks good. He ain't committing no crime. He's being very respectful. He's not being disrespectful. So as long as he do that and learn the bylaws, I think he should be cool. What do you think about that, Nassif?
Bro, I actually think I like it. I like that vest he has. It's awesome, man. He's representing.
Yeah,
It's good.
I gotta get me one. I'm gonna get me one.
You should.
I'm gonna get me one. I need one of those.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
the only problem I have with that picture, and I'm going to put it up again, like my man, I congratulate you. I congratulate you in a great game. It's all good. It's all love. But that man purse gotta go, man. That man purse gotta go, man. Everything else look good, look legit. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of love and whatnot, but that man purse gotta go, man. And I can't. Have you ever owned one of those, Nas?
Nah, I haven't.
I can see you with one of those,
I
Nas.
don't know,
Don't lie
man.
now.
I mean, I think that man's trying to be into fashion or something like that, man.
Cool, man.
I don't see myself like that, man. No way.
I'm gonna get you one for Christmas about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you one for Christmas.
Okay. That's all right.
And we got another thought. We just a little we talk everything. So just
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest, a man who got a Nobel Peace Prize just for showing up, Barack Obama.
Good to see you, Donald. I see your humility has not aged a day.
Thank you. I moisturize with confidence. So tell me, how does it feel being the second most famous president in the room?
Someone had to lower the bar. You're doing great at that.
Ouch. But I still got more hotels and more hats.
I got more books and more actual votes.
Debatable, like your birth certificate.
Still on that? You sound like a TikTok comment section.
Speaking of TikTok, everyone hit that follow button. Even Barack, you probably runs the algorithm.
Only thing I run is my playlist.
You want in?
Depends. Is Kid Rock on it?
so that's one of my little favorite ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So hurt and confusion in LA. All is a lot of people feeling their rights are being violated, and it's a fact. It's a fact. He created this ICE thing to get rid of all of the immigrants here in the United States, but it's gone above and beyond. It's gone above and beyond because now they're going to your workplace. Now they're going into your house. They're going into the fields. There's airports. How did you feel about that, NASA? Do you think that's cool and collective to do from the president, the chief of command?
I mean, I voted for him and everything, but what he's doing is uncalled for. He's pushing the boundaries and should let people work and let them work. I do believe they came here to work and get a better life, but I mean, I also agree with people that are doing bad. Put them in jail and send them back home. But people are working. Don't go to their house. Don't go to their jobs. Come on. That's pushing it. That's pushing it too far.
It's definitely because you come to the United States to get a better life. You know what I'm saying? This is the land of opportunity. This is the land of the home and the free. And everybody wants a piece of the pie. And so come here, you don't expect to be mistreated, especially if you were already mistreated in your country. You know what I'm saying? This it's just not fair. Do you think,
Right.
Nassau, that he is trying to send a message to everybody that he's the king?
Yeah, I don't know
Who
about
does
him
that?
being a king. I don't know about him being a king, but I also don't know if he wants to be known as the guy that sent a lot of people back with ICE. I don't know. I have no clue. In my opinion, um, I hope this is true that he wants everybody to come in the legal way. But come from overseas, like from other
Yeah,
countries, it's hard. Even doing it legal way, it's hard to get in. It's super hard.
yeah, because to get your papers to come here is a long process. It's a
Yes.
long process, and it takes a lot of money. You know, even in classes, and be treated like that because he's not at first. At first, he was saying he was getting rid of all the bad people, which
Yes.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying. Get rid of all the bad people. Never now that he's gonna get rid of the good people with the because let's face it, there's bad people. Does that make everybody? No, it doesn't make it bad. Same thing with immigration. When people come here, not all of them are bad. So I don't understand that. What do you think is going to happen now? Do you think a civil war is going to happen now with all the protesting and everything?
Man, civil war will break out if every state start doing what they're doing in California. I mean, eventually it's gonna break out. If that's why I think he sent the military out there to get it handled right away. He's not dumb. He knows what's going on. If he let California get way too out of hand and it starts spreading out everywhere, it's over. That's the civil war right there.
It's definitely a declaration of war here. And just to let you know, even Florida has said it that if you go to Florida with a mentality of protesting, you will get bit by a dog, you will get ran over, and then you go to jail. What do you think about that? That's crazy. That's
That is
crazy.
crazy. That
If I
is
can
crazy.
find that clip, I'm gonna see if I can find that clip. But Nassau, as I'm looking for this clip, what
What
do
I
you
think,
think?
I actually think that you can protest. Protest, there is no harm in protesting, but becoming a riot, that's something else. And what I think that DeSantis said, if you feel that your life is threatened and they're banging your car and they break your windows, you can go and push the gas, and hit people. That's uncalled for too. You can kill somebody. That's manslaughter or something like that. God forbid you hit a kid. You know what I mean? You don't want to do. You don't want that in your conscience. You know what I mean? Because when they riot, when it's a protest, there's everybody there. People are doing bad. People are just doing protest, just the way it should be done, like peaceful. Get your word out there. But once they start rioting, it's something else, man.
Yeah, but do you blame the people? I mean, they violating their rights, man. Regardless if they from another country or what, they're getting violated. You know,
Yeah,
don't you agree with me?
the rights are given by the. Yes, you're right. 100% right. 100% right. But there's other ways that should be done, man. I mean, like to not to riot. You know what I mean? I mean, like if a lot of people start marching, they're gonna have to listen. They have to. They can't ignore it.
Hmm. Let's play this clip as I have here, and we on Facebook under Toon Rivera Jumpstart. We showing some clips.
If you throw a brick, a
Here it
firebomb, or
goes.
point a gun at one of our deputies, We will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play.
On the Rubin Report podcast this week, Governor DeSantis gave this message.
And we also have a policy that if you're driving on those streets and a mob comes and surrounds you and threatens you, you have a right to your safety. And so if you drive off and you one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you.
In a statement,
Do you hear what he's saying?
Yeah.
That he's saying it's okay that if you in a car and the mob crosses the street or is in front of you, that you could go ahead and run them over, and it's your problem. Now, I seen on the news not too long ago, there was a raid in California, and the police arrested everybody, and they were taken off. There was a protester that got in front of the car telling the police something, and the police car went on top of him. He was under the police car.
Yeah, I know. The police will use that, saying like self-defense. They can kill people. That's some bullshit. I'm sorry for saying that. That's crap right there. And DeSantis. I'm again. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. If you feel your life is endangered, that's something else. But protesting, you can't do that. Again, if you feel that your life
But
is
it's happening.
endangered, I know. I heard what you said. But if you feel that your life is endangered, that's something else. But there's a thin line, because you can see your ops out there, and you say your life is in danger, hit the guy. You know what I mean? Like, and he's dead. Come on, that's like come on. We're not living in a wild west. You know what I mean? There's laws, man. There should be some laws against that.
It's crazy, man. It is totally crazy. Let's see what else craziness they're gonna talk about on the clip. Let's get into more on this clip, and let's see what's up.
Let me see.
reject authoritarian overreach, and stand up for their communities.
I don't feel like a king. I have to go through hell to get stuff. Never had the captain even be talking to him. He wouldn't have to call up Mike Johnson and say, fellas, you got to pull this off, and after years we get it done. No, we're not a king. We're not a king at all.
Several Bay Area sheriffs and police departments, including Largo PD, say they.
What do you think about him bringing in the military? Do you think it's right for him to bring the military into this?
Well, I guess, in my opinion, again, to avoid a civil war, he has to get it controlled.
But wait a minute, you say controlled. It was never out of control until the military came in. It was never out of control. It was a peaceful protest.
No, it wasn't that peaceful. It wasn't that peaceful. I've seen people burning things up and rioting in California. Unless the news is saying something wrong and I'm seeing something that's not supposed to be said or something like that. That's the only way, because it's in our Constitution. You can protest peaceful. I'm pro Constitution. You know what I mean? You can protest if it's peaceful. Now, when you start rioting and people start doing a whole bunch of stuff that's not supposed to be done, that's a big no. I'm all for protesting. You have the right to protest. You have the right. You know what I mean? But do it peaceful.
But if he had a right to protest, why is the military in it though? This is what I'm saying.
That's right.
Listen, when the past protesting has happened, like the Floyd situation, they never brought in the military. Why bring in the military now?
Well, you have to look at who's in the office when Floyd was there. What happened to Floyd? You had what's this guy's name? Sleepy Joe.
Hmm.
See what I'm saying? And Sleepy Joe's he's a liberal, Democratic liberal, which is fine, and he is what he is, but he was a liberal. Now having Trump with this no BS concept that he has going again, to get stuff in control. When I was protesting, there wasn't no military, there wasn't no National Guards. It's when the protests started burning cars and destroying stuff, throwing rocks to the police.
Throwing rocks at the police. And what about the police doing what they're doing? Because I don't know, man. I just think listen, the mayor of California had this under control. Trump went behind his back and sent the military there and said, hey, yo, you had nothing under control. I'm going to send these troops down there before it gets out of control. It was never out of control in the beginning. From what I saw, it was just peaceful protesting.
I actually don't like the mayor from California. I really don't. And that guy, come on. I don't know about that. That I have to sit back and again, if once you start rioting, you have to send the National Guards. Maybe because I don't live over there. I don't know what's going on. Remember, I'm from Florida. I live in Florida, but there's a lot of stuff that the mayor did wrong. You see what I'm saying?
It was also a lot of stuff that the president did wrong. Don't you agree that the president did a lot of things wrong?
I understand, and you're right. But if the president is doing something wrong, you have the Senate. Is it the House, the Senate? They can stop him doing what he's doing.
I don't think nobody can stop what he's doing right now because everybody who's trying to say something is actually going to jail.
I don't know about that, but I know they can stop him. He can't do anything like he's the king. He can do whatever he wants. If you're rioting, they are going to send the National Guards. Granted, again, if you're rioting, you can protest. We want to protest. Once you riot, it's a whole different ball game. Look what happened.
Once you riot,
don't go that far. Remember what happened in Washington? When
I remember what happened in Washington.
You saw when they said it was a peaceful stuff. They took over the whole Washington, and there was rape going on. There was people getting robbed going on. People doing whatever they want. And the mayor of Washington said it was peaceful. When they were robbing people, they were raping people over there. So you really can't. You really can't believe it. Oh, what the news say. I mean, I can't literally say if he's all I know if I was the president, right? And if they're rioting and the government can't get it under control, I'm sending out the National Guards. That's just me.
Right. Well, let's play another clip, and I want to thank Donna for sending me this clip. You guys that want to send clips and stuff like that, send it to the Jump Podcast LLC. Here is something here. I don't know, Nassau. That looks kind of peaceful to me, bro.
Yeah, that right there's protest. Again, 100% I'm with the protest. They have the right to protest. 100%. But there are some clips of there burning cars, throwing, being violent.
I don't know. That one looks kind of peaceful, man.
Well, that one, yeah. Again, in the Constitution, it says you can protest peacefully. It says it. But once you start rioting, it's something else.
Yeah. So Facebook, y'all, what do y'all think about what's going on with these riots? TikTok, what do y'all think about what's going on with these riots? Is it gonna stop? And my question has always been this: when he came to campaign, he said he was going to make America great again. When was America ever great for us? I know it's never been great to me. It's been good, but it hasn't been never, ever great. What do you think about that, NASA? Been great?
Bro, again, it hasn't been great. It's been really good. To me, my opinion. Again, now let's say this. Again, me, I lived in South America for 17 years in Venezuela. All right? And that's no joke down there. I'm telling you, it's no joke down there. I lived in the Middle East.
I imagine.
That's also no joke. And what we can do here in the United States, trust me, we cannot do over there.
But see, is Trump trying to be like Russia? Is Trump trying to be like China, where there's no president, just a ruler or king?
Lord God, I mean, Lord, I hope that doesn't happen. But no, I don't think so. Hell no. No. But
Donald Trump,
again, I did vote for Trump. There's a lot of stuff I don't like he's doing. I dead honest truth. There's some things.
But see, you wasn't. But see, you wasn't the only one that voted for Trump. You know, a lot of Spanish people voted for Trump because they believed in him. I'm pretty sure if they knew that he had something up his sleeves like this, they would have never voted for him. And you got to remember one thing. He's after California because California is known to be rioting all the time. But in this case, when they were rioting for him, when they threw him out of office, and they were burning the American flag. Don't you know a lot of those people that got arrested when they did that, they got the pardoned and they out of jail right now? Don't you think those people should still be in jail? They hurt police officers. They went to a Capitol building. They broke property, they destroyed property, and they hurt people. Shouldn't they still be in jail? Why give them a pardon and let them out?
Now, whoever breaks the law go to jail. Now, I'm with you on that. They got a pardon. I don't know how the hell they did that, but they have to. I mean, they did something. They got to pay for it. Again, that's me.
I hear you.
You see, but
I hear you.
I mean, granted, if I do something, I'm going to jail straight up. Ain't no bits about it. You know what I mean? But again, I can't. You know, in my opinion, shit. Serve your time, man. You broke the law. You have to serve your time.
Definitely, you broke the law. You should go to jail. But have you noticed another thing? I don't know if I'm the only one that notices it, but Trump's wife is from Europe.
Yes, she is.
She's an immigrant, and we have not seen her since has been at war with us, the Spanish people.
You're right. 100% right. 100% right.
I have not seen her. I don't know if they still together or she's just hiding and getting her papers together or something. I don't know, man. It's something fishy. Listen, number one, Donald Trump is the only president that's ever been impeached 2 times.
Try to get impeached.
Listen, okay, tried. He was supposed to be impeached. He was supposed to go to jail for the things he did.
Look. Everybody will say this. But between me and you, if you can get away with it, you'll get away with it as well.
That's the American way, bro.
Hey, it's the way it is, man. It's the way it is.
If you didn't catch me do the crime, then it never existed.
Right? I mean, like, what?
That's the American way.
I'm going to go to jail because if I can get away with it, I'm getting away with it. Shit.
Yeah, I've done this before, but I never got caught. So, ha. That's the American way, bro.
For real, though, man.
I'm just joking, y'all. Oh, man. I hope this ends.
You're innocent to proving guilty. That's what he stood on. He stood on business.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. Innocent be proven guilty. If that was the fact that you're innocent before you proven guilty, then
Take
why
the
did
damn
they send you
handcuff
to
off me.
jail and you have to prove
Yeah.
yourself innocent before you
Innocent.
get
Yeah.
let go?
Yeah,
So
you're
that's a
right.
lie. I
And
don't
take
believe
off
in
these
that.
damn cuffs. So you're damn right. Yeah, you're right. 100%.
You know, they just practice that, but I don't think
Yeah.
that's right. And you know what? I could imagine the police, right? The police are having, you know, like, I know it's a hard job to do and probably even more harder now because I believe or I assume that a lot of them agree with the people that what ICE is doing is wrong
Yeah.
and people should get a fair shot. But, you know, it's a gamble because, okay, I'm doing my job. I really don't like what's going on, but I still got to do my job. But it must really suck to be in those shoes. You know, I know I would be, you know, man, that's messed up. You know, when here's these people protesting for something, you know, good, and we here trying to, you know, just be judgmental of them and not knowing their situation. You know what I mean? Because like we said before off air, and we said it again and again and again, and it's a point that, you know, if you come here from another country and you commit a crime, yes, they should throw the book at you. Yes, absolutely. And yes, they should send you back. But in the same token, if you here, you know, and you're not committing a crime and you're working, but you don't have your papers, don't you think that the government should give those people a break and be like, listen, you here, you working, you know, maybe your
100%.
visa ran out.
100%.
We're not gonna throw you in jail, but we're gonna give you an extension to start getting the process done so you can be in
Just start doing the
America.
process. 100%. With you 100% there. And have a guarantee they're not going to depend on the government or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking, that they probably don't want to do that because they're going to be dependent on the government and government have to pay. Like, God only knows. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of Americans going through
Yeah,
trouble
yeah.
and they can't
But
get the help they you know what I mean? But 100% I'm with you. They're
and
working
hardship
and
and hardship because it costs a lot of money to get your papers. It costs a lot of money.
yeah, it does.
Don't it cost a lot of money?
It does. It does.
Because what you got to do, you got to get a lawyer, right? You got to get a lawyer.
It's
You got to study.
1,700 just to do the
You
paperwork.
got to go to these classes.
Yep, it's $1,700 just to do the
That's
paperwork.
crazy.
Another $1,000 for the lawyer to do the paperwork.
$1,700.
Yes.
$1,700. You say?
Yes. Yes.
Look at that. 1,000, y'all, and $700
Yeah.
to be here.
That's just to do to get a green card or something like that. You know what I mean?
Just to get a green card. That's
Yes.
crazy, man.
And Social Security, it's like the green card, Social Security, all the process to be done. And that's just that. If you can't do it yourself, you get a lawyer. That's another $1,000.
And how long does it take to get something like that?
Around, it takes you like what 2 to 3 months or something like that. That's what they say, but 2 to 3 months.
So they say 2 to 3 months, but what happens if ISIS gets you while you in the process of doing that? Let's say you put in all the paperwork and it's 2 months, and ICE comes and grabs you. Then what?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I don't know anything about that. And my guess, in my opinion, if they do get him, obviously they're gonna take him away because they have to take him away because they don't got no information from the guy. He goes through the paperwork. I think, oh no, this guy is doing his paperwork. He submitted his paperwork. Let the guy out. You already know where he lives. He's not hiding. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah, I mean,
now if he's working again, if he's working, he's paying his dues, he's doing his taxes, doing everything by the book. Get him, and he has no record of being drugged, no police record, or ever since he's got here, everything. Give the guy opportunity. Look, I'll give you on 2 years to get your paperwork. But now you get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
It's a sticky situation,
It is because not
man.
everybody
It's a
has
sticky.
1,700 to throw down because you got bills, you got rental, you got a lot of shit. It's harder to save up 1,700 nowadays.
And then the jobs are not paying like super well. You know, some people gotta
Yes.
have 2 or 3 jobs just to maintain the way the rents are. The rents are out of control.
Oh my
You
gosh,
know,
right?
a
Yeah.
1 bedroom could cost you about $2,500 a month.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
never mind if you got kids. Now you got to get a 2 bedroom. Now every paycheck you get, it's taking 60% of your paycheck just to pay your rent. Never mind food. Never mind medical. Medical was gone off the roof too.
Yeah. You're
You
right.
know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then you trying to get your green card. That could be money that you could have been eating. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? And so
Yes.
now you're starving. Now you're probably trying to get welfare or something like that, or home assistance or whatever. And times are tough, man. Times are tough. Like I said, if you hear and you're doing it right, ICE should not bother you. And just to let you guys know, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, if you get stopped by ICE, don't give them no ID. You don't gotta give them no ID if you ain't committed crime. The only time you gotta show some ID is if you committed a crime. If you're walking down the street and the cop asks you, yo, let me see your ID, you can refuse in showing him that ID is in your amendment. If you
Yes.
ain't commit no
You're
crime, you
right.
ain't got to show nothing. Okay. A lot of people get scared. Oh, it's the police. Here's my ID. Now, guess what he just did to you? Right. And if he violated it once, he's going to keep on trying to violate you. He's going to ask you where you were, what you were doing,
You can incarcerate yourself.
who you
Yes.
was with.
Yes.
I say,
You're right.
yeah, you prosecuting yourself. It's always great, and always the first thing they say to you is you have the right to remain silent. Don't give out no information. Just ask them straight up, what did I do? Did I commit a crime? Was I accused in the crime? Okay, I wasn't. Okay, well, I'm not giving you no idea. I'm leaving. I'm not staying here unless I'm detained. And if I'm detained, then you got to give me a reason why I'm detained. You know what I'm saying? A lot of officers love it. You know, let me see your ID. I want to identify you. Why you got to identify me? Let me identify you, because you could be a fake cop. Listen, a lot of people right now are saying because ICE is ICE, they don't know who they are because they max. They have masks on and hoodies. And how do you know he's a policeman, a homeland security? How do you know? How do you know it's not a kidnapper trying to kidnap you?
Yes. 100%. You're right, man. You're right.
I mean,
And if
I
I
don't
was
like
one
to
of
be
them, I wouldn't
kidnapped.
even. I won't even take about.
I'm,
I
I'm
wouldn't
too
even talk
cute
about
to
my
be
status to
kidnapped.
people. You're right. I won't even talk about my
I'm too
status
cute
because
to
you
be
never know
kidnapped.
who you're talking to.
You never know. You never know. Listen, you never ever know what their intentions are. You know, there is kidnapping going around. You know what I'm saying? Sex trafficking. How do you know that they're not gonna, take you and sell you later on? I don't know. And then on top of this, you know, these people are not going to jail, but they're going into like concentration camps. And from what I hear, these concentration camps are horrible. Remember what they made for? They were made for terrorism inmates. And now they're using that same prison for immigration, which I heard it's horrible. They barely feed you. They barely wash you. You barely get a drink of water. And why are we treating them like this? Like they're war of prisoners or something?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, and then on top of this, y'all, check this out. Top of this, if you were an immigrant, your kids will go with you once you get deported, even if they were born here. Ain't there a law if you're born here? You ever remember that law that if you cross that river or cross that lake or get
Yeah.
here to the land of
It was
America,
dry, wet,
that
wet
was
and dry.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. Wet,
Yeah, that was the
feet,
name of it.
Yeah.
Say it again. What was it? What was the name of it again?
Wet feet, dry feet, or something like that.
Wet feet, dry feet, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. If you land on dry, then you're good. If
Yeah.
you get caught in the water, you're done. You're going back
Exactly. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
canoe, in your blow up doll, whatever it was, you're going back, man.
Yes.
Whatever happened to that law, man? I guess
I
with
don't
Trump,
know.
that went out the window, of
I
course.
don't know. I
You know,
remember that.
I
Yeah.
never heard of it. He doesn't even want to discuss it. That's how bad he got. He doesn't even want to discuss it. You know, now wet feet, dry feet, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, great red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. And none of that. He don't want to hear
Those
that.
boats coming, boy. Those boats would be hauling ass.
Mr. Donald Trump, we got here the Think Tank Award. And this guy, he was born here. So good luck, ISIS. I'm trying to get him. He's definitely, man. I hope, I really hope that and pray that Trump changes his mind, which we all doubt
Yeah.
that will happen. But, you know, with all this war going on and them threatening us, you know, and then a civil war, you know, you've got, you know, problems here in the United States besides all of this with the crime, abuse, trafficking, drugs, you name it, we've got it. Spiritual warfare, everything is going on right now. And they say in the Bible that things like this will happen before God comes.
You're right.
It says it in the Bible. And I know my wife always tells me this back and forth and up and down that it's going to be chaos. It's going to be destruction. California just got through with fires.
Yes.
Missouri with Texas just got a couple of months ago got through a tornado. Florida, as we know, always gets hurricanes. What else think can happen? What
Lord.
much can happen? You know what I'm saying? It's already here. It's already starting. I remember back in 1990, we didn't have so much chaos like this. I mean, yeah, we had crime, but it was never this much chaos.
Yeah. You're right.
Now it's just gone too much. It's one day after another and one problem after another. When is it going to stop?
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Nassif, I thank you, bro, for tuning into the Jump podcast and giving us your insight, even though you just told the whole wide world you was a Trump.
Hey, I gotta say it.
Hey, people make mistakes. People make mistakes. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I know a lot of people that voted for Trump because let's be real, Biden wasn't that great. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that great. He was already getting old. He was already, not making sense. And then you had the other people that you really don't trust. We figured Trump has got to be good. I mean, it's just we just hoped, and it just kicked a lot of people in the butt, man. Kicked a lot of people,
Hey,
you know.
for me, it's been working, so I can't complain.
Hey, man. God bless you, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out before. You got any shout outs before you go, man?
Nah, just shout out to my brother. That's he's He's doing bad, but he should get out of it, snap out, God willing.
Yeah. Yeah, here at the Jump Podcast, we our hearts are heavy here. Brother got really sick, and he's in the hospital, and he's been in the hospital for a while. So, you know, George, we love you, man, and we hope you get better. We pray for you, and his family, that they stay strong. You know, I'm pretty sure it's pretty hard on the family to see some, you know, a person like that. They love and he can't do nothing for them when they're so used to him doing something for them, you know. So yeah. All right, so you gotta go, man, because you a Trump supporter, man. You gotta go, man. I didn't know that. If I knew that, bro, I'd have never had your butt over here, man.
Hey, you know, everybody has to choose something different. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Hey. And next time you get some hummus, please give me a call, bro. Because that thing is the bomb, bro.
Definitely, brother.
That thing is the bomb, man.
It really is.
All right, bro. Peace, man.
Later, brother.
See you later, bro. Thank you for joining in. And we got a commercial break coming up, y'all. Yeah. So, what do y'all think in the comments, man? Let me see what y'all got in the comments. Do you think Trump is just sending a message, or is he enforcing the law? You know, I don't think he's enforcing the law. I think he's violating the law, and I think he is trying to send a message, but it's definitely the wrong message. You know what I mean? It's the right way of doing things and the wrong way of doing things. And he's definitely doing it wrong. And, yo, I got a brand new shirt. Happy related Father's Day. Let me show y'all what I got from my little guy over here. He actually made me something like this, and it was cool. To my youngest one, my little beanhead. Shout out to him. Shout out to Unique. She made me a nice shirt here. Let me stand up so I can see it. And right now, we got a store open. And so if y'all want to get some shirts and everything, here is, in 1 minute here. Let me play it again. And here we go.
For the grand opening of So Unique's graphic design. It was a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. I am going to upload some more featured items. Come get your tumblers. Come and get your shirts, your t-shirts. You know, I got some special things on there that you would enjoy and that you would love. You can wear it every single day. All you have to do is go online, pick your size, pick the color of the shirt that you want, see the design. I will add in a shirt for you. Special orders, like for birthday parties, funerals, things like that. I'll be more than happy to assist you, or my staff can assist you. Thank you again for your support.
Boy, so thank you to Unique for everything she do. Thank you to Tata, and thank you for everybody for tuning into the Jump Podcast here. Until next time, y'all. Love, peace, and remember, man, put God first, man. It's the only way to go, bro. Until next time, to the next episode, we see y'all later.
Let's get ready to rumble!
No one's safe. No one's safe. No one's safe.